Well, we're into our penultimate game of the day. It's the women's final. It's the Chester Cheetahs tacking from right to left in their red and yellow trim blue shorts against the young Wolves side, the London-based academy, who are playing in the orange and black. And what a start it is. Can flashes it out wide. Pamela Tiga goes over. And what a start to this final.
Yeah, that's a great start from Chester. What I really like there is they really kept their momentum into the line. So when they didn't just stop and sort of wait for the defence. As soon as they got to the 7, they just kept going, kept the defence rolling and went straight over. Really, really good start.
Well, we've spoken already about this fantastic defensive record that the Chester Cheetahs have. So scoring first, absolutely the right way to go about things in this final. But this is a bright, young, talented and fast Wolves side. And they're looking to get back underway here straight away. Here's Coyne. Options inside and out. Racing out to make the touch comes Lorraine Girinta.
Yeah, Lorraine got a lot of experience. Both her sons play, and she's also played for the Northwest Sporties as well. Lots of experience, really good knowledge. She just knew exactly where she needed to be then to be in the right place to shut that down.
After this, of course, it's the men's final in Division 3, which could well be a Division 1 game between the Galaxy's brand new Southwest setup and the NQ Rebels. But this is a fine game as well, and what a little run it is by the Cheetahs. So many yards made by Ellie Coulter, and now a chance for them to strike. Lewin, Coulter, one more should do it. Flying out to make the touch come the Wolves, and that's a big turnover.
Yeah, I think this will be really where you see Wolves come into their own. Where the last time I watched them on the live stream, where they really came alive was when they were doing their subbing. Or just a drop ball there, but you can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to play into the space, and that's what got them 8 scores on, when they played on the live stream earlier today. Chester really want to capitalise here.
Coulter lays it back. Lewin, Coulter again. This time it's floated across, but it's just behind Ella Wiley. I mean, the wind's really picked up here just as that pass was thrown. So the Wolves have it back again, but they're heading towards the box. And they do find the winger. And that's the first touch of the set on Poppy Hitchings. Here come the changes for the Wolves as they look to get back into this final. Still 20 minutes. No half-time break for either players. So this young side might just have the legs on the Cheetahs. That's a great pickup. And away they go. Shaw, wider still. But this time denied by the Cheetahs.
Yeah, I think that's just where you show, how dangerous this Wolves outfit can be. As soon as they get a roll on, the space starts to open up for them.
Oh, that's a huge moment in the game. A massive turnover. And surely the Wolves have got to convert from here. Here we go then. Hitchings at 9. Returns it to the link. Winger over. And they score. Both Hitchings involved. Hattie at the half and Poppy the scorer.
Yeah, that's a really good setup there. I think it's from Toria Barrow. She seasoned experienced player. I think she's played for the Scorps outfit in Division 1 or Division 2 as well. So did a really good job. Drew in that winger and just nice easy pass off.
Here go the Cheetahs in response. Good carry by Can.
I'm not sure if the Cheetahs... Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, I thought looked like they had 5 on for a minute, but Pam was just holding her space on that wing there. So they'll want to get another score here.
Allen racing around 1 and 2 and then eventually caught. This will be final touch. Can drifting through, needs support, fires it wide. Did they get it down in time? I think so.
That's great work from Emily Can there. I really thought, to be honest, that play was dead with the amount of space she had, but just jinks her way through and a great finish on the wing as well.
Great finish from Can. And the Cheetahs are back in front again. This is exactly the kind of final we thought we'd have. Evie Genero is the try scorer. But the Wolves have a chance to respond. Coyne takes the first contact. And then slipping the net. Away go the Wolves again. It's Henderson. Henderson's going to equalise in the blink of an eye. We're level again.
Yeah, that's exactly the sort of try we saw them score earlier today. Just running hard, momentum into the space, and it just opens up for them. Really great work there.
Great acceleration from Henderson. Getting away from Rowlands. Easier said than done.
I think this is going to be a battle for the entire 20 minutes based on the first 5 minutes we've had so far.
Ellen Lewin into touch. And here away goes Coulter. Coulter there at the half. Lewin.
It's a really good strong touch there from from Wolves. Just held up that player, slowed down that roll ball.
There's a hint of a roll ball there, but Lewin goes charging on. Pass out wide. An ambitious one. But there's the touch. And now a strike. A little bit slow to collect there. And Lewin is caught.
Yeah,
the Wolves keep out the cheaters.
I think I'd really like to see Chester try get a strike up on fifth. There's a couple of times now where they're getting caught on fifth and then trying to, Emily Khan did a great job of getting through on last, but it's a lot more difficult than trying to get a really good setup with fifth coming.
So the Wolves head to the box, but they're already over halfway, so they will get a chance to strike at the cheaters line here. Great pickup. Straight into the path of Hitchings. Just progressing down the field. Another good pickup from Hitchings. Stepping off the right. There's the missed pass. Dyson, great ball, but good cover by the cheaters. Did they get across? I don't think so. Great acceleration. Cutting in off the wing. And the Wolves go ahead again.
Yeah, I love to see that sort of finish from a winger. Covers, wing covers it really well. Pantiga gets out there really well, but a step off the left, steps inside, dives at the line. Really great finish. They deserve that, Wolves.
So the London Eagles have finished in third after beating Oxford Touch in a playoff. But both these sides were undefeated in the pools. Just 5 tries conceded by the cheaters. They've already conceded 3, but they're equalising again.
Yeah, I think from memory that's 3 assists from Emily Kern, so she's clearly got the hot hand for this Chester side at the moment. 2
in the final as well for Pamela Tiga. We're back level again. Top scorers, the Wolves. They've scored 27 across their 5 games.
You can see why the way they sort of run and punch through teams. So Chester will really want to stay tight here and try and keep this momentum to a minimum.
Good drive from the Wolves. They're at the 7. It's Hattie Hitchings who lays it back and gets it on the return from Shaw. Hitchings, tap made. And the Wolves are retreating back to the 7 again.
I really like that defence from Chester. I think, Wolves got a bit of momentum. You could just see they just sort of, when they got close to the 7, they all sort of rolled slightly to the line, reset.
And here go the Wolves again, racing into the corner.
It's all happening down that bottom end, as far away from us as possible.
Another great score. And the Wolves make it look very easy. Simple 2-on-1, well executed.
The battle of the wingers at the moment on that far side.
I'm fairly certain it was Bobby Hitchings who scored out wide there. Regardless, it's another try. Now Lewin can get the cheaters underway. Wolves take the lead again. That's a good drive. Lewin there at the half. Rowlands. Once on the return. Here is Rowlands. Lewin, Rowlands. Hot potato between the middle and link. And now there might be space out wide. Interception! It's nicked right on the try line. And now the Wolves will go the full length. Another try in this final. And in 8.5 minutes, the cheaters have conceded the same amount of tries as they have across the entire group stage. A testament to this Wolves attacking lineup.
Yeah, I'm not
a place to nick it as well, right off the winger.
Yeah, I'm not surprised we've got Emily Canston at the ball now with Chester needing a try.
What a piece of play for the Wolves. What a period of play for them. The last 3 tries have been so crucial. And now the cheaters are in trouble, having given it up as well from the halfway line. Nice footwork from Henderson. Try score already in this final. Coyne finds the pass and is there at the half again. Henderson. Numbers away down the left. Henderson looks to go herself. Important touch from Pankhurst. Coyne. Got Henderson to the right. Stepping off the left. Maybe a bit of space for the winger. Over goes Elton. But great covering by Genero. Try scorer it in this final already, and now try saver for the cheaters.
Yeah, I really like the way that defence almost slid across there all the way to the wing, just sort of made sure that Wolves sort of ran out of space before they could get that ball down.
And Genero plays half as well as the Cheetahs go rolling on, but they're going to have to retreat back there. That just kills the momentum. We're at the midway point in this final, and the Wolves lead by 5-3. Nice ball back on the inside, a bit of space for the Cheetahs to work with. Nice weaving run from Sophia Lawton. Lawton wants it on the return. This is it, final touch. What can they create?
I think it looks like there's been a penalty or some sort of call in that set because they've had a fresh set.
Indeed they have, and they're right on the 7. What a step that is. But the touch has been made. Here's a big chance then for the Cheetahs to close the gap. Grinter switching on this inside. Touch taken. Lawton back to the open side. Lifting it over the top. Hat-trick in the final for Pamela Tiga.
That's an excellent read there from Sophia Lawton. I heard from here her calling Kerris Rowlands the link to get around. I think that fooled all the defence that Kerris was going to come round on that sweep. Pick up, great pass left to right onto the winger.
Wolves will have a chance to respond, but the gap has been closed to one try again. This final is exactly as close as we're expecting it to be. Nice work though from Shaw, working her way down the field. Oh, so close to the line, but turned away at the door. Penalty for the Wolves. 6 fresh touches at the 7. It'd be remarkable to keep them out from here. Poppy Hitchings lays it off. Oh, it's just been spilt. What a moment that is.
Could well be a turning point in the game now for Chester.
The Chester Cheetahs work their way towards the box. That's a physical touch. But Coulter's round the corner. Lewin substitutes on the field for the Cheetahs. And here's Can. Can looking to get away. Hunted down by a couple of Wolves. Nice ball through to Amy Jones. And now a bit of momentum for the Cheetahs. The Wolves are backpedaling. That's a big touch coming flying in on Zara Allen. Little step off the right. Still going on the outside. Skipping away from defenders, but just running out of room. And that's the final touch. Good defence from the Wolves, who can now transition into attack.
Yeah, they'll need to work hard here, Wolves. Chester, sorry, to try and keep this Wolves outfit off the 7. What you don't want to is another concede here. You want to try and keep that gap within 1. Oh, that's good, really good pressure there, I think, from Zara Allen. She was in everything
Allen's
before.
defence has been fantastic today. And now a chance maybe for the Cheetahs. Oh, spoken too soon. Zara Allen, who won back the ball for the Wolves, has now gifted it to them. Great line. Oh, an offside call, so Can has to scramble back and make the touch. Now they're at the 7. It's lifted by Poppy Hitchings. There's a player over out wide, but the Wolves dive in short and are turned away this time. Hitchings. Back to the middle, and now Hitchings again, going herself, as the half had to give the pass, but it's been spilt, and a penalty as well to boot.
Yeah, you can see the experience there. Pam Tiga knows what's on the line. As soon as the pen goes, takes a really quick pen, gets yards straight up the middle.
McCann just about caught. Emily Can back with it. McCann slipping around 1. Good hands. And the pitch just opening up a little bit here for the Cheetahs, who trail by 1. Not yet to have a drop-off across the whole weekend here on pitch 1. Love to have one here, but they just run out of touches there. Sophia Lawton unable to break through. Just over 5 minutes to go in this final, and the Wolves lead by just a single try. That's a great ball out wide, and it allows Hitchings to really get rolling here for the Wolves. Coyne forces the touch, and here we go. Great pace, scooping through, lifted over the top. What a grab! What a fantastic take, and that bumps the Wolves up to 6 tries, but this catch is remarkable.
That's a great finish, and that's all off the pick up from Alex. Fresh off a Nationals Women's Opens win, I believe, with Sharks.
What a take. So the Wolves have now scored 6 to the Cheetahs 4. And Chester really need to get the next score, or this final could slip away from them. That's a great take from Coulter under a bit of pressure. Oh, here we go. Lewin, Coulter outside her, puts it back on the inside. A desperate pass given the number of touches burnt, but Wolves have it back and they're not wasting any time. Lewin there to make the touch. But a good pick-up from Hitchens. Now they head to the wing. They've got to stop this Wolves progression down the field, and indeed they have turned it over. That's a big moment in the final.
Yeah, with about 4 minutes to go, Chester will really want to get a score here. Portland, they go forward first when they're trying to get off the pitch. That's really good from Ella Wiley, really great momentum.
Wiley makes good yards. Here's Coulter off the pass of Lewin. They're making substitutes here. Genero, McCann back onto the field. Can. Good hands to keep it alive. Can caught at the 7.
Yeah, they're really testing each other with these passes on both teams.
That's what you've got to do in a game as big as this. Jones over the top. Good take by Emily Can. Giga back onto the inside for Rowlands, who's caught at the 7, and that's time up for the Cheetahs this round. Not long to go here. Another Wolves try would certainly seal it. Bit of a coming together there, but they do win the penalty. Racing towards halfway, the Wolves. Referee just in conversation. I think that is a turnover.
Yeah, I think just a loss of control there in that roll ball after a really strong touch from Amy Jones. Making really good effort to get off so they can get some subs on.
Chester need another score and they need it soon. Allen caught, but that's a great carry from Lawton. Allen at the half. Here come the changes. Lawton. Great pickup. All on their own out there for a moment. That's a big touch. And they've got to go back pedalling Reef Pankhurst. Sophia Lawton whips it inside. Good pickup. To the open side they go. Lawton slips the net, but it's caught. And that's a huge turnover.
Yeah, I think it was the right read, to be fair, from Sophia, but Wolves just did a really good job to release into man-on, so there was sort of no option there. Almost away, the Wolves. It's another great transition. And changes made. Fresh legs on in the dying embers of this final. 2 minutes to go, and there's 2 tries in it. Nice ball back on the inside. Good pick up. Shaw takes the touch, and it's a great scoop. And they're racing away. There's the big miss pass. Elton keeps a hold of it, but it's a turnover. About 1.5 minutes left on our clock. Oh, and that's a forward pass. They just found themselves lacking the numbers. And this is a quick tap, and away they go. And that will surely seal it. Hattie Hitchings this time. Yeah, it's really quick, smart, really good, game intelligence there and awareness. Just take the quick tap, knowing that Chester were trying to interchange at the same time, and just stroll straight over that line. Makes it look easy.
Well, the Wolves are going to win Division 3 here in the women's competition. Just a minute to go. 3 tries in it. Can the Chester Cheetahs add something else to their final tally? Allen flicks it off the deck. Can caught. Jones at the half. Emily Can takes the touch and gets it on the return. Can with some great acceleration. Long pass over the top. Good take by Allen, who touches down and scores. Oh no.
Yeah, the ref's seen something.
I think it may have been a forward pass.
That's unlucky. It would have been a really great way for Chester to finish this game.
Instead, we're going to finish with a Wolves transition. Some nice hands. Dyson, where's the touch? Great acceleration by Hitchings. They've both been so important in this final. Turnover. Maybe one last chance for Chester to get back into the final with seconds remaining. They'd love to finish with a try. But there goes the hooter. Can caught in the end.
Oh, and it's a touch and pass, so they're going to have to play the penalty after the hooter. I'm not sure either team is going to do this.
Well, we are still going to take the tap.
Yeah.
Coyne's going to get going. They still want one more, the Wolves.
Yeah, they're just going to run it in, and that'll be the game. Congratulations to Wolves. I think very, very well deserved.
The two undefeated sides in Division 3 have faced off in the women's final. And the Chester Cheetahs, despite leading the game early, after coming back from a really early try by the Wolves, just didn't have it in them in the last 10 minutes. And in the end, they ran away with it. Final try in the corner, scored by Hattie Hitchings, after Poppy got on the score sheet as well. Good result, Tom Pinnacier, and promising signs for the future, as the young Chester Cheetahs have won the title here at Old Leamingtonians in our penultimate game of the National Touch Series. One more game to go, kicking off in just under 10 minutes time. The men's final between the Galaxy's brand new Southwest side, bit of a university showcase, up against the NQ Rebels. This is only Division 3, but the standard is going to be off the chart in this next game after a fine showing in the women's final.